There are several kinds of people. Well, to start with, I spent a lot of time in my childhood with these kind of people. When I think of them, I imagine these creatures. Then there are normal people. Normal, regular people. And then there are Toastmasters. Love Toastmasters. Love the elves. People speak several different languages. People are smart. People are scientists, business people, great people. Love spending time with them. But if you remember Lord of the Rings, even elves were in danger of the one thing.
Oh my god.
The ring to rule them all, right? It's not marriage. Read Lord of the Rings, a very funny thing. The thing is, the ring could corrupt even the elves. And there is a thing that could corrupt our elves as well. And I guess it will be very difficult for you to guess what the thing is. What the thing is. What can corrupt us?
Glory.
Not a material thing.
Glory.
No.
Laziness.
No. It's a good thing.
Automatic translators.
No. What?
Faith.
No.
Confidence.
Confidence, overconfidence.
No.
Money.
Money. Money is a great thing. No.
Cocaine addiction.
You have to go to a rehabilitation center. Any other variants? I was very surprised. Specific and ambitious goals. Specific and ambitious goals. Surprised? I was really surprised myself when I stumbled upon a rather interesting article titled "Goals Gone Wild: The Systematic Side Effects of Overprescribing to Goal Setting." To make it easier for you. And today, I don't want to persuade you because I haven't bought into the idea completely myself. But I want to tell you about 5 side effects that are about goal setting that I learned from the article. And the side effects are narrow focus. It's not a good thing. Not always a good thing. Less ethical behavior. Corrosion of organization culture. A riskier behavior. It's not always a good thing. And less intrinsic motivation to make things easier for you.
Don't use it.
This is the last slide. Let's clarify the side effects. Narrow focus. Well, laser focus, right? Great. You go from this beam to this laser focus. Great. You achieve great things. But the thing is, you start concentrating on distinct metrics. Like, for example, in speech. You want to start concentrate on your hand gestures or your vocal variety. And you disregard all the rest things. It's not, the speeches look pretty dumb. No one is convinced. Let me give you another example. I was an officer of a Toastmaster club, and I wanted the club to achieve the President Distinguished Club status very much. I took 4 people and I told the Vice President of Education, could you please advance them at the expense of all the rest? And she said, well, hate the idea, but I will do it. And we did it. We invested in the people. 3 of them left the club, now we came back. The 4th one went to another club and dedicated her title to another club. And I didn't invest enough time to the rest of the people. Narrow focus doesn't always work great. The second, unethical behavior. It is especially evident when you work as a salesperson. Have to confess, I consider myself a pretty ethical person. Don't like cheating people, don't like lying to people, But when I was a salesperson, my principles started to be a little more democratic. Let's put it this way. I remember coming to a guy and I was selling software. And he told me, well, I have software on my computer, but I can't retrieve it. I can't make it work. My first impulse was to say, well, let me help you. But I stopped myself and said, well, I have flash memory with the program. Buy it. It's easier. Forget about your computer. Luckily, I didn't manage to make the sale, but it actually frightened me a little. The third principle, risk-taking. I'm not that sure about the side effect, but the example the authors give is about 1996 Mountain Everest expedition when a little too ambitious instructors went to the summit of the Mount Everest in the bad weather because they wanted to achieve it, wanted to reach it, and killed off all of the group because the weather wasn't very good for that. Lower intrinsic motivation, as well as the previous side effect. Not sure about that much, but there is a joke about an old man. There is a joke about an old man who was irritated by small children playing by his window, and he looked for ways to make them stop doing that. When he started paying them for playing near his window, the children lost interest and stopped playing after some time. He probably wasn't paying them that much.
For sure.
And the last, corrosion of community culture. As a matter of fact, it's evident in Toastmasters, Moscow Toastmasters, the way I see it. I think that all three of the clubs comprise, English-speaking clubs, comprise the unified community. And we should say exchange officers, successful officers, to support fledgling clubs, to make all the clubs strong. But we have our Toastbusters, great, Moscow Freakers, not Freakers, Moscow Free Speakers is great, World Surfers is great, and we have some competition, a little unhealthy competition between the clubs. All in all, you may think, well, goal setting works fine for me, forget about it. But if there is something to the authors of the article, you might consider wearing the thing for too long, because who knows, it might turn you into gold.